What do I do to get my kids out of a guardianship? I'm Tulsa attorney James Wirth, and that's the question that we have. So first off, we want to start off that parents, under constitutional law, they have the right to the care and custody of their children. That's where we start from. In order for that to be counterbalanced, to do something different, such as to give a guardianship to a third party, the court has to find that the parents are unavailable or unfit. So they've got to be demonstrated to be unfit, because otherwise, unless you're completely unfit, the parent has the right to care and custody. And of course, we have custody battles between parents, but if we're talking between a parent and a non-parent, they are not on equal footing. The parent doesn't have to prove that they're the better person to be a custodian of the child. They just have to prove that they are fit. Or to state it more accurately, the burden is on the other party to affirmatively demonstrate that they are unfit. So it's not enough for the person requesting guardianship to show that the kids would be better with them. They have to show not only would the kids be better with them, but also the parent is unfit. So when the court makes a finding that the parent is unfit, then they can grant that guardianship. As part of that, though, the law requires that the court kind of make notation of what are the issues that cause the parents to be unfit. So that should already be in place. However, frequently we find that that isn't done. So if you're looking at terminating guardianship, first thing we want to do, if we're representing a party, we want to pull that court file. We want to see what's in the court file. When there were findings related to unfitness, what were those findings? What are the conditions that need to be corrected? What needs to be done? And if they're already in there, that's your blueprint. You need to demonstrate this been taken care of. Maybe there's an unsafe home, okay? Maybe they neglected the child. Maybe there's domestic violence. Maybe there were drug issues. So you have to be able to demonstrate those things are resolved. So if they are in there, that's great. If not, then you may need to go to court and ask what are the issues that need to be addressed. In either case, though, you file a motion to terminate that guardianship, set it for a hearing, and the court may come up with guidelines if they're not already guidelines in place, and you can demonstrate at that time whether those issues are resolved. So in the first place, the burden is on the guardian to show that you're unfit. Now the burden is on you to show that you are fit. So get that evidence together to show that those issues are taken care of. There's drug issues, show you did treatment, or you've done drug testing and that's taken care of. There's domestic violence, maybe you did a batter's intervention course, or some sort of counseling, anger management, something to demonstrate you've done what's necessary, that those conditions as they were are not in place now, and although you were unfit then, you are now fit, and showing that to the court. What you don't want to do is try to argue that you were fit then. The court's already made that finding. Unless you appealed that, that's a final order. The court's going to presume that's a great order because they never make any mistakes, right? So you don't want to argue the past, you want to argue the present, that yes, I was unfit then, but now I am fit, and it goes through that process. Sometimes it takes a little while on terminations. They don't want to overnight move the kids back and forth. There may be a step-up provision. You're getting visitation, supervised, and it goes to monitor, and then it goes to unsupervised, not overnight, and then overnight, not supervised, and then it's expanded, and then eventually the guardianship is terminated. The kids go back home to their parent. If you're dealing with this circumstance, though, it can be complicated based on the specifics of your case. You're going to want to talk to an attorney about that privately and confidentially. To get that scheduled with an attorney at my office, you can go online to makelawEasy.com.